Today I am going to show you how to make a very simple and easy clutch purse. I have taken one ball of knitting cotton and suitable hook. See, for this size of a thread I have taken 2.5 mm hook. It should be neither too tight nor too loose. First we are going to take multiples of 4 for the pattern. Take multiples of, you have to take the number of chains multiples of 4 and plus 5 chains for turning. First make a slip knot. The slip knot can be either done like this, or you can do the slip knot with your hook. Just yarn over once, bring the hook down outside and again above, then yarn over and pull out. This is a way to make slip knot with the hook. I will show you again. Yarn over hook, bring the hook down outside, then turn it above, again yarn over, pull out. This way you make a slip knot with the hook. Now we are going to start doing the purse, for which we have to make a foundation chain. Now we are going to make chains. We are going to make multiples of 4 plus 5 chains. So I am going to make 65 chains. So you can get this length of a clutch purse. For the width of a clutch purse I am making the foundation chain. 5, 6, 7, 8. See, as you make the chain, see that it does not twist. It has to be straight like this. Only then the next row will not twist and will come straight. After you do several chains, if you want to move your finger, hold it straight and move it straight, hold the chain and then continue. Now I have made 65 chains. It is always better to check whether you have the required number of chains, because in the next row when we start the pattern, if the chains are 1 or 2 less or more, the pattern will not get aligned. At the end of the row, the pattern will not align. You might be short of several stitches. You might be short of 2 stitches, or you might have 2 or 3 stitches extra. So it is always better to check before you continue the next row. We have 65 chains. Now I am going to make one treble in the fifth chain from the hook. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the fifth chain from the hook. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In the fifth chain from the hook, I am going to make a treble. Treble is yarn over, into the chain, pull out. You have 3 loops, yarn over, pull through 2, again yarn over, pull through 2. Now I am going to make trebles in each chain till the end. In the next chain I am making 1 treble in each chain till the end. It has to be straight like this, the foundation stitch. We are making 1 row of trebles without missing any chain. In each chain we have to make a treble. Continue doing to the end of the row. Now we have come to the end of the chain. 2 more chains, 1 stitch in the last chain. Once you complete 1 row of trebles, it has to be flat like this. This width would be comfortable for a clutch purse. So I have taken 65 chains and 1 treble in the 5th chain from hook, 1 treble in each chain till the end. So after completing, you will have 62 trebles, which is 62 chains, 62 trebles. The first 3 chain is counted as 1 treble. So 3 chains for the treble, 1 chain extra on each side. Now next row we are going to start the pattern. Again we are going to do trebles. So continue with, start with 3 chains. 3 chain. This 3 chain is counted as the first treble. 3 chain and now turn. Turn as if you would turn a page. Turn. Now we are going to start the pattern. First miss one stitch. You can see the chains on top. You are going to miss one stitch and one treble in each of next 3 stitches. So, miss one stitch and one treble in each of next 3 stitches. So, now you have 3 trebles, 1 space and 3 trebles. Now, we are going to make 1 treble in the missed chain, in the missed stitch. We just missed 1 stitch and then did 3 trebles. Now, we are going to do 1 treble in the missed stitch. Go into the missed stitch, pull out, come to the original place. This is the place where the hook was. Come to the place and then complete the treble. You can see a line across the treble. This is the pattern. Now, we are going to continue the same thing till the end. Again, we are going to miss 1 stitch, then 1 stitch in each of next 3 stitches. Now, you can see I have missed 1 stitch, then 1 stitch in 1 treble in each of next 3 stitches. Now, 1 treble in the missed stitch. So, yarn over, go into the missed stitch, pull out, now you can see 3 trebles and a loop across the 3 trebles. You can see a loop holding the 3 trebles. This is the pattern. Miss 1 stitch, 1 treble into each of next 3 trebles. Again miss 1 stitch, 1 treble into each of next 3 trebles. One treble in the missed stitch. We are going to continue the same pattern to the end of the row. One treble in the missed stitch. 1 treble in the missed stitch, miss 1 stitch, 1 treble into each of next 3 trebles, one treble in the missed stitch, we have come to the end of the row. Now 1 treble in the missed stitch, after completing the row you will have 1 treble remaining. In that treble we have to do 1 treble. This is the turning chain actually. Here we have done the turning chain. On top of the turning chain we do 1 treble. Now again 3 chain turn for the next row. 3 chain is counted as 1 treble, turn. Now you can see on both ends you have you start with 3 chain, and on top of the 3 chain the next row when you come to the end you do the treble. So on both ends you have 1 row of trebles. In the edge, on both edges you have 1 treble, just to give a straight appearance. Otherwise the pattern will be like it gets a bend here. in the corner it has to come straight. So, we are giving the 3 chain extra, 1 treble extra on both sides. Now, we will continue the next row. Next row is starting with 3 chain, turn like how you would turn a page, turn, again continue with the same pattern, miss 1 stitch, 1 treble in each of next 3 trebles, this will come exactly on top of the previous pattern, exactly on top of the pattern on the previous row. Now, 1 treble in the missed stitch. Again miss 1 stitch, 1 treble in each of next 3 trebles, then 1 treble in the missed stitch. This is the missed stitch, so 1 treble in the missed stitch. Stitches, miss the first stitch, miss 1 stitch, then 1 treble in each of next 1, 2, 3, miss the first stitch, then 1 treble into each of next 3, now you can see the missed stitch here, 1 stitch I have missed. So, come back to the missed stitch and make a treble in the missed stitch. Now, again miss 1 stitch, 1 treble in each of next 3 trebles, now come back to the missed stitch, 1 treble in the missed stitch, again miss 1 stitch, 1 treble into each of next 3 trebles, one treble in the missed stitch. Now you can see one pattern, this one stitch, one pattern consists of 4 stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 missed and 3 trebles. So that is why we are taking multiples of 4. The foundation chain we take should be in multiples of 4. Then again in both the ends, on both the sides we are doing 1 treble. Here we are doing 1 treble and in this edge we are doing 1 treble, just to give the border like straight appearance. That is why we have to take 2 chains extra. So multiples of 4 we have taken 60, and 2 chains extra will be 62. Then to start with 3 chains, always when we do a treble we have to start with 3 chains. That 3 chain is counted as 1 treble. So, we have to take that 3 chain also into count. So, totally 60 plus 2 edging chains and this 3 starting chain. So, totally we have taken 65 chains. Now, we have come to the end of the row. I am doing 3 treble in the next. Now, 1 treble in the missed stitch. Now, you have 1 treble in the last, 1 treble remaining. So, we have to do 1 treble on top of the last one. This treble is the, on both sides we get this treble just to make it straight. Now, you can follow the pattern. When you do one row, you can see it comes across this side. The next row we do it on the reverse. So, you get the cross the other side. This is from right to left and this is from left to right. This is the pattern. You are going to continue the next row. 3 chain, turn as if you turn a page. Then continue, miss 1 stitch, 1 treble in each of next 3 trebles. One treble in the missed stitch. Come back to the missed stitch, where the stitch which you have missed, and do the treble in the one you have missed. Again miss the next stitch, 1 treble in each of next 3, one treble in the missed stitch. The stitches have to be consistent throughout. It should be neither very loose nor too tight. Only if it is consistent throughout, the purse will be of the, it will look of the same shape. Supposing if it is 10 inches in the base, after you complete the full piece, it has to be 10 inches on top as well. We have come to the end of the row. all the stitches have to be of the same consistency, of the same, it should not be too tight or too loose. Only if the stitches are consistent throughout, the shape of the purse will look good. Now one treble in the last stitch. Again for the next row you have to start with 3 chain and turn. Now the stitches should be consistent of the same length and same thickness. Only then, see, when you complete the purse, making the purse, we are just going to make a rectangular piece. Just keep on doing row by row. Supposing this is 8 inches here, once you complete on the top also it should be 8 inches. Only then it will align and the shape of the purse will look good. As you make, if it becomes loose, it might become wider on top. Try to avoid that. Now continue with the same pattern to the required length, to whatever. Approximately it could be the length of a A4 size, the length of an A4 size paper. Only then when you fold the finished piece and make it into a purse, you will get a comfortable, the clutch purse of a comfortable size. Now we will continue. Making till the required size of the purse. Now we have come to almost the end of the project. We started with one row of trebles and we started doing the pattern. Keep repeating the pattern to whatever required length. Now Now we have come to the end of the last row. We have come to the end of the row, last row. Just to give a uniform edging, this is the pattern. We started with one row of trebles. Here also we can give one row of trebles. So both the edges will be the same. Here you can see one row of trebles. This side also, if we do one row of trebles, the edges will be uniform. So it will be easy for us to place a zip or velcro or whatever of our choice. You can keep the lining and convert it into a clutch purse. Now the last row would be one row of trebles. So start with 3 chain, turn. Now we should not miss any stitch. Without missing any stitch, we are just going to make one row, one treble in each stitch. This is just one treble in each stitch till end. Now you can see the edge is very neat. It has a border like effect. Now the last stitch, we have completed the pattern. Now to finish, just pull the loop long, after completing. Bring the ball thread through the loop, take it out and pull it. It will become a knot, it will get knotted. Leave a little extra at the edge and cut it. Finally, the loose ends have to be concealed into the stitch. Just go through each stitch and pull out. Just whip through each stitch. So the loose end gets concealed. So you won't even know where you have completed the project. The other loose end, the starting point, this also has to be concealed in the same way. Just whip through each stitch. Now the project is over. This could be folded like this and made into a clutch purse. Could be a clutch purse of this sort. You could do the zip here. See, on top you can fix a zip here. It becomes a clutch purse. You can also do stitch it like this. Fold, just give one fold, then bring this on top. This would also look good. You can put a zip here in this portion, fix a button here on both sides. See, just make a length of an A4 paper, A4 size, or to whatever length you want and whatever width you want. Just fold the lower portion to 3/4 length. You could fix a zip here in this portion and then fix 2 buttons at both the ends and fold it. This would become a very pretty clutch purse. You could use even double shade thread. You could use whatever color of your choice, thicker yarn. If you use thicker yarn, you will get a bigger size purse. Otherwise, you have to reduce the number of chains we started with. Here we have used 65 chains. If you are using thicker yarn, you can reduce the number of stitches. Like we have taken multiples of 4 plus 5 stitches. So, we have taken 60 plus 5. You can even take 48 plus 5, etc. according to the size requirement. Clutch purse. I have taken 3.5 mm hook. For 6 ply yarn, I have taken 3.5 mm. If your tension is very tight, you can even take a little bigger hook, which is 4 mm. Now make a slip knot. You can make a slip knot with needle as well, with a hook. First yarn over, bring it down outside, again upward, yarn over, make a slip knot. First, to form a ring, we are going to make 10 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 chains. 10 chains without twisting. Keep it straight and go into the first chain. See, do not twist it like that. Keep it straight. Just go into the first chain. Pull out of this and pull out through this, the loop which is in the hook as well. This is how you form a ring. Form a ring, and then now we are going to make 24 trebles into the ring. Why 24 trebles? Because you can see in this motif we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 parts. We have divided this round into 8 segments. To divide it into 8 segments, we need to take multiples of 8. The center trebles have to be in multiples of 8. Then I have divided into 3 sections of 3 trebles, 3 in each section, which becomes 8 sections. So we are going to take 24 trebles. We are going to make 24 trebles into the ring. So if we are going to do a treble, we have to start with 3 chains. 1, 2, 3. This 3 chains is counted as 1 treble. So this is the first treble. Now I am going to do the second treble. Yarn over into the ring, pull out, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Now I have made 2 trebles. 3 chain is counted as the first treble, and now 1 more treble. So this counts as 2 trebles. Now the third one. All the trebles have to be done into the ring. See, into the center of the ring. Yarn over into the ring, pull out, yarn over, pull through 2, again yarn over, pull through 2. Four trebles, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Now you can see that the loose end, I am holding it along the ring and doing the trebles on top of the loop. So it will get concealed. See, it starting from here. I am just holding the loop along the ring and making the trebles. So it will get concealed into the ring. If there is no space, enough space, you just push the trebles a bit to get some space. Now just count how many trebles you have. This 3 chain is counted as 1 treble. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So 3 more. 22, 23, 24. After doing 24 trebles, join with a slip stitch in the third chain. In the beginning we started with 3 chains, join with a slip stitch in the third one. Go into the third chain, pull out and pull out of this loop as well. This is how you finish one round. Now 24 trebles are over and you have a round. Now the next row. Next row we have to join the next color. Not necessarily you have to join the next color. If you want to do it in a single color, you can do it in a single color. I will show you how to join the next color. Now take the next yarn, next color, make a slip knot. Make a slip knot. Now the hook is already here. We are just done with the ring, the round 24 trebles. Pull the yarn through. See, you have the slip knot. We have to pull only the loop. Do not pull the knot through the loop. So pull only the loop through. See, only the loop has come. The knot is left behind. Do not pull the knot through. Hold it like this and tighten the previous color. See, holding the pink one, I am tightening the previous color, that is the green. Now hold the pink, the green is pretty tight. Now hold the pink one and tighten the pink one as well. Now it has got fixed. The new color has got fixed. Start working with the new color. Now in the new color I am going to make 8 loops. We need 8 partitions here. You need 8 partitions here. See, divide it into 8 sections. So to just divide it into 8 sections, we are going to miss 3 pieces, 3. We are going to divide it into 3 trebles, a section which contains 3 trebles. So we are going to make loops around the round. So that loop consists of 3 chains, 1, 2, 3, 3 chains. Just miss 2 trebles and in the third one you make a DC. DC is into the stitch, pull out. You have 2 loops, yarn over, pull through both. Now 1 loop has been formed. Now the next loop, 3 chains, miss 2 stitches and in the third one make a DC. After making a few stitches, just turn back and see, we have just joined the next color. Now what we are going to do is, we have to knot up the existing thread and the newly joined thread. I am just normal knot. I am just knotting it securing it before we continue further. After knotting it up, securing it, the previous color we don't need it anymore. We are going to cut off the previous color. Now we can continue with the newly joined thread. This yarn we just continue 3 chain, 3 chain, miss 2, and in the third one make a DC. Again 3 chain, miss 2 stitches, and in the third one make a DC. Again 3 chains, miss 2 stitches, third one a DC. 3 chains, miss 2 stitches, the next one make a DC. 3 chain, miss 2, DC. 3 chain, miss 2, we have come to the starting point, join with the slip stitch. You have 8 loops. Now in each loop, now in the first loop we have 8 loops. We need to do 4 bigger arches and 4 smaller arches in the center. For this bigger arch, we are going to start with the bigger arch. For that, I am going to do a DC. If we are going to make a DC in the beginning of a row, we have to start with 1 chain. 1 chain. So start with a DC. 1 DC. Now one half treble. Half treble is yarn over, into the space, pull out. You have 3 loops, pull through all the 3. This is half treble. We have done 1 DC, 1 half treble. Now 2 trebles, 1 treble, 2 trebles. Now we need this pointed corner. The corner should be pointed. For that, let us give 2 chains. Then again repeat the same thing in the reverse order. So we are going to do 2 trebles, 1 half treble, 1 DC. DC is without yarn over, into the space, pull out. You have 2 loops, yarn over, pull through both. Now you have got a arch like shape. Now in the next space, we are going to make a smaller arch. For that smaller arch, we are just going to make 1 DC, 2 trebles, again 1 DC, all in the same space. Now you have got a smaller arc. Then again this bigger arch we are going to make, for which we need to do 1 DC, 1 half treble, pull through all the 3, 2 trebles, pull through 2, pull through 2, again 1 more treble. Now you have 1 DC, 1 half treble, 2 trebles, again 2 chain for the corner shape, again 2, now in the reverse order, 2 trebles, one half treble and a DC. Now the smaller arc, so a DC, 2 trebles, and a DC. Now we have the smaller arch. Now the next space is 1 DC, 1 half treble, 2 trebles, again 2 chains, again in the reverse order, 2 trebles, one half treble, and a DC. The next space it will be DC, two trebles and a DC. Next it is DC, half treble, 2 trebles, two chains, again 2 trebles, half treble, DC. Next space will be DC, two trebles, and a DC. Now we have come to the end of the motif. Join with the slip stitch in the first stitch and then finish it off. Pull it long enough to bring the ball through and pull it tight. Now you can fasten it off. Leave a little, fasten it off. Wrong side, you will have to whip through each stitch, each chain. Now you won't know where you have finished the same way the inner pieces also. All the loose ends have to be, the green one can be whipped through the green, the pink one can be whipped through the pink. Now the motif is over. Next I will show you how to join the two motifs. How to join the two motifs. There are two types of joining the motifs. One is joining the motif with a crochet hook. That is, as you do the motif, make a motif and join, when you do the last row, join it with the previous motif. One more method is, you can make several pieces of motifs, as many motifs as you require, and then finally join them with the tapestry needle. Now I will show you how to join it with a crochet hook. That is, as you do the motif, how to join the two motifs. Now we are going to do the motif. Ten chain, form a ring, again to make trebles, start with 3 chain, yarn over, into the stitch, pull out, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. We are making 24 trebles into the ring. You can see I am holding the loose end along the ring and making the trebles. So this loose end will get concealed along the ring. Fourteen, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. If you don't have enough space, just move it like that to create some space. 21, 22, 23. Anyway, check once more. 23. Now the last one, 24. Now join it with a slip stitch in the third chain. In the beginning you started with 3 chain, go into the third chain, pull out of the chain and pull out of the loop which is in the hook as well. Pull out through that as well. This is called a slip stitch. This is how you finish one round. Now we have to add the next color. Just keep it like that. Take the next color, make a slip knot. Just pull the loop through, loop of the new color, tighten the previous color, the green one. Now only the loop has come. Now tighten the new color as well, so it gets fixed. And now you can see only the pink one is shown, the green is not seen. Now continue making with the new color. We are going to make 8 loops of 3 chains. 1, 2, 3, miss 2 stitches and make a DC. Again 1, 2, 3, one, 2, 3. One, 2, 3, miss 2 stitches and make a DC, 2 loops, 1, 2, 3, miss 2 stitches and make a DC, third loop, 1, 2, 3, now we have done a few stitches. Now turn back and knot up both the colors. The newly added yarn and the old one. Normal knot. Knot up and cut off or fasten off the previous color thread. Now continue doing with the new color. Continue working. 1, 2, 3, miss 2 stitches and in the next one make a DC. Again 1, 2, 3, miss 2 stitches, make a DC. 1, 2, 3, miss 2 stitches, make a DC. 1, 2, 3, miss 2 stitches, make a DC. 1, 2, 3, we have come to the starting point, miss 2 stitches and join with a slip stitch in the first one. Pull through this as well. Now we have 8 loops. We are going to do the arch. For the arch we have to start with DC. If you are going to make a DC, we have to start with 1 chain. So 1 chain, then DC into the loop space. You can see the loop here. You can see the pink loop. We are just going to go into the loop. Go into the loop and make a DC, half treble, 2 trebles, two chains, again 2 trebles, 1 half treble, and a DC. Next loop will be a DC, two trebles, DC. Next will be the corner, DC, half treble, two trebles, now we have come to the corner, next corner. Now we have to join. Now you can see one side has been completed. This side and this side have to be connected, joined, for which I am going to show you how to connect the two edges. Now we have come to the corner. In the corner we are going to do two chains. So make one chain and then join. Join is put the thread behind the hook, take the other motif, adjacent motif, and turn back side. See, behind the, take the wrong side, go through the space. You can see the chain space. Go through the space and pull this thread out, make a slip stitch. Now this motif and that motif have been joined. Now continue working with the motif which you are working already. Continue. Already we have done one chain, joined with a slip stitch. Now make one more chain and continue with the pattern. Pattern is two trebles, half treble, DC. Now you can see the corner has been joined. Now I will show you how to join two motifs at a time. Simultaneously, as you work, you can keep on adding motifs. Now we are going to make the loop. Just 3, miss 2 and DC, 3, DC, half treble, 2 trebles, and now 2 chains. Instead of 2 chains, make 1 chain, join with the, now we are going to join here. Say, we are going to join with the motif here. Joining, take the yarn behind the hook, turn it backward. See, on the wrong side, the hook should be, the yarn should be behind the hook into the adjacent motif, pull out, join with a slip stitch and continue working in this. So, one more chain, 2 trebles, half treble, DC. Then the smaller arc is DC, 2 trebles. So, after doing 1 treble, join in the corresponding arc. Here you have to join. So, join, take the yarn behind the, at the back of the hook, join in the corresponding loop, make a slip stitch and then continue working here. A treble, DC, and in the next one, a DC, half treble, 2 trebles, now 1 chain, join with a slip stitch to the corresponding. So, the yarn, hold the yarn behind, go into the loop, pull out and make a slip stitch. Now continue working here. It will be 1 chain, two trebles, half treble and a DC. Now see, one side has been joined. Now we are going to join this motif this side. If we join this motif this side, we can just do the continue working this side and start joining this side. But if we want to join the motif this side, what we need to do is, when we join the last part here, we have to join this one as well as this one. So, I just rip open and show you the last portion. See, before joining this portion, we have to join this one here. Joining this side is easier because you can just continue this side and join the motif here. If you want to join it here, then see, in this corner, take the yarn back, go through this corner as well as this one. Take the other one more motif, go through that as well, pull out of both and make a slip stitch. Then continue working, make a chain, 2 trebles, a half treble, a DC. Now you can see this corner also has been joined, and this corner, this piece also has been joined. This corner also has been joined. Now we are going to continue this portion. As we do this side, we are going to join the adjacent part of the other motif. Now next arc, DC, a treble. Instead of 2 trebles, make 1 treble, join and then do the next treble. Join the corresponding arc with a slip stitch and continue working. Make a treble and then a DC. Now you can see the center portion has been joined. Continue and join the corner. Continue the next arch, DC, treble. After 2 trebles, make 1 chain, join the corner. Take the yarn back, go into the corner of the adjacent motif, make a slip stitch, make 1 more chain and continue working in this corner arch. 2 trebles, half treble, DC. Now you can see this motif we have joined to this motif as well as this motif. 2 motifs have been connected, and now we are continuing this motif and come to the end. Continue working the next arc to be DC, 2 trebles, DC, and the next arc will be DC, half treble, trebles, 2 trebles, 2 chains. We just have to complete, we don't have to connect anything. So 2 trebles, half treble, DC, and the last arc will be a DC, 2 trebles, DC. Now we've come to the end of the motif. Now just pull it loose, pull the ball through, fasten off, whip the thread through, now you have learnt how to join motifs. This is crochet method, how to join motifs with the hook. This way you just keep on making motifs and keep on adding. As you work the motifs, the last row, when you work the last row, you join with the next motif. This is easier. At the same time, after the project is completed, supposing you are making a bag or a table mat or anything, a cushion cover or whatever, even if it gets dirty and when you wash it, the loose ends do not come off and the motifs also do not fall apart. They stay in place even after many washes when you join the motifs like this. It is even more stronger, the joining is even more stronger than the one which we joined with the tapestry needle. Now you can see this bag has been made of motifs, the same motifs, connecting the motifs and it is made into a bag. You can make the required number of motifs and as you make each motif, join the motif and finally a gusset is made to connect the two sides of the motifs, two sides of the bag. Make a gusset on both sides, just keep making trebles. One row of trebles, join with a slip stitch to that side of the motif, then one more row of motifs, join to this side. Keep on working up and down. Work trebles, see it comes along the base, it comes along the side. Motif bag. Then you can make a handle. The handle could be made even with these motifs, connecting these motifs. Supposing you do not want the gusset to be in trebles, you can make the same motifs and connect them. It is even more easier to connect because this motif and this motif can be connected with another motif. So here also you will have motifs in the sides as well as the base. It is easier to connect when you make motifs. You can make it with two shades also. Join two colors and make. Now I am going to show you how to join motifs with tapestry needle, like without the crochet hook. First make motifs like this, as many motifs as you require. Make motifs and keep it aside. Finally, you can join them together with a tapestry needle. Tapestry needle is thick, it is blunt in the edge, so it will be easily, you can easily take it into the stitches. It will not pull out the yarn. At the same time, it has a very long eye, so it is easy for you to thread even thicker yarn. Now thread the needle and start joining the motifs. It can be any shape, the motif can be square shape or hexagon shape or whatever of your choice. Now, I will show you how to join these two motifs. Hold both motifs together. You can keep them right side facing inside. And you can see the edge of the whatever stitch you use in crochet, whether it is DC or half treble, you get a chain at the edge. Can you see? You can see the chain at the edge which has two loops, the front loop and the back loop. You have two loops on this side, in the our side and the rear side. So, keep like this. See, this is the wrong side and this is the wrong side. The right side and right side is inside, the wrong side is facing us. Just go through the outer loop. See, this is the outer loop, this is the inner loop of the chain. Go through the outer loop of the chain, and here also you have the inner loop and the outer loop. Go through the outer loop of the adjacent motif. Just don't pull it out fully, just knot it up. Now you have joined the two motifs. Now we are going to join each the outer loop and the outer loop of the adjacent motif. We are just going to do overcast stitches. Go through this outer loop and the other outer loop. Go through the outer loop of one motif and the other. Go through the outer loop of one motif and the other. Do not pull it very tight. If you pull it very tight, after you open up the joining, the connecting place will be visible. You make it loose. Now you don't even know where you have connected. Turn it the right side. The right side is also very neat. You don't even know where you have connected. It looks as if you have crocheted both together. It looks like a continuous piece. See, now one side is connected. Now you can take the other one, keep it here. See, we just came from there to here. Now we can connect this point to this point. If we need to connect this point to this point, just keep it upside down. See, you can see the right side and right side inside. And just continue with these two motifs. See, you have finished connecting these two sides. Now we are going to continue this side. Now see the last loop and the last loop, the outer loop and the outer loop. Do not pull it very tight. If you pull it very tight, a groove or ridge like thing will get formed in between both the motifs. Then the connection will be visibly seen and it will look odd. You can do this method for woolen yarn, cotton thread or any material, even if it is silk, you can do the same. This is very easy and faster for the beginners who do crochet, for beginner crochets, this is very easy. Because you can make motifs at leisure, n number of motifs at leisure, and keep them aside, then finally connect them. See, now within few seconds we have connected 2 motifs. Now let us join the next motif here. See, we have joined this portion, we have come this side. Now we are going to join this portion. Instead of cutting after every edge, just keep connecting as you do. See, either you can connect it this side or you can connect it this side. First let us finish the center, which will be easier for us. So, we will continue in the center. Let this motif be the center. See, we have added 2 and the third one we are going to add. Now this one. So, the right side and right side together, keep the right side and right side inside and start connecting. See, this is the last loop. Now continue with the first loop here. We have to connect every loop without missing even a single loop. Now turn it. Now you can see 3 sides of the center have been connected. Let us connect the next piece. Again, right side and right side together, connect it. See that you connect only the outer loop and the outer loop. Just do the whipping very loose. Now turn it. See, only when you do the outer loop and outer loop, the inner loop and inner loop are shown. You can see the inner loop is shown here. If you connect both the loops together, the inner loop will not be shown. It looks clumsy and you will get a ridge like forming when you do it very tight, you get a ridge like forming. See, now you can see it is very flat. You do not even know whether it is joined here. It does not even show that it is joined. But when you make it very tight, it will bulge in the center. It will just protrude like this in the center and a ridge will be formed. It will not be flat like this. Now let us join the next one. Again Now we will start connecting. This portion is done. Now continue with the next loop. Now let's connect the next piece. Now all the 6 centers are connected. Now we are in this point. Now we can connect, the yarn is here, we can connect this portion, continue without fastening off the maximum, we can continue this portion. So just join it like, see, the right side and right side together, hold it like that. Continue whipping. Most important, do not pull it very tight. But at the same time, see that the yarn you use to connect is very thick enough and strong enough to hold it. It is always better to use the same yarn which you used for the motifs. Now we have come to this corner. So you cannot carry this same yarn to this end. So it is better we fasten off here, just knot it up. Again whip through 2 stitches so that the knot does not come off, because this is woolen yarn, it might slip off. So the same way try to complete the other sides. Once again I will show you how to knot it. Don't pull it out fully, hold it like that. You can knot it up like this. Start whipping. Let's connect this side. Just fold it, hold the wrong side together. First knot it up. And continue whipping. Now let's do this side. Just fold it, hold the wrong side, knot it up. If you have loose ends, do not keep them inside and do, because we are working on the wrong side. If we just shove them inside and do, it will show on the right side. So, let the loose ends be here. Finally, we can whip them through. After completing the project, all the small loose ends we can whip them through. 2 more sides left. This side we are going to join now. Just close it like that. Just one more side left. Just fold it. Hold the wrong side together. Knot it up in the corner. Continue whipping. Now all the sides have been connected. This is a very easy method, joining with the tapestry needle. You can keep joining, keep on adding how many ever motifs you want. You can make it into a table mat, or you can make it into a bag, this shape. Again you can make several pieces, the same, one more 7 pieces same like this. You can make it for the other side and keep handles and make it into a bag. Otherwise you can keep on adding and make it into a bedspread. You can even make it into a cushion cover, anything of your choice. Making motifs and joining them together is very easy. Here you can see I have made square motifs and joined them together with tapestry needle. But what I have done is I have joined the motifs very tight deliberately to bring this ridge effect. See, you can see the joinings, it is just protruding outside. When you do it very loose, this ridge effect will not come, it will lie flat. You won't even know where you have joined. But this purposely to show the ridge forming here, I have made it very tight. You can see on the wrong side as well. Any number of shades you can add for the square. Any number of motifs you can add. This is a runner. If you want the thick grooves to be shown, then make it very tight, else you can make it loose